Hello everybody, welcome to AccuReggie. Well, believe it or not, we have another storm to track, another snowstorm to track in the middle to late March time period. And this is quite impressive that winter has hung around this long. Let's dive right into it. This is the storm right here, and it's over sort of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma area. There's moisture kind of spinning around it like spokes on a wheel, and that is all shifting east. This is the first piece. So the storm has two pieces. I'm going to explain that and also get into sort of some of the tricky stuff that we have to think about when we think about this storm. It's not going to be like a typical storm, like a typical snowstorm. All right, so let's fast forward here. This is tomorrow in the afternoon. This is what we're watching. The bulk of the moisture is over Kentucky, and then it's going to continue to shift east so that clouds increase tomorrow evening, and then boom, we see moisture gathering to the south over D.C. This is Philadelphia right here where I have my mouse. And then in the early morning hours on Tuesday, the snow pushes up into Philadelphia. So it will be snow in Philadelphia. It might start as rain, then change over to snow. But I am expecting snow Tuesday morning. So you wake up Tuesday and you could see accumulation, 1 to 3 inches of snow, depending on this thump. This is an important part of the storm, because if we can lay snow everywhere, that's going to help the accumulation for the second part of the storm and for accumulation during the day on Tuesday. Now, why is that important? Because it's late March, let's face it. Flowers should be blooming and everything, and it should be 70 degrees and sunny. But we're talking about snow. It's hard for snow to accumulate in late March because of an increased sun angle that literally is a snow eater. Okay, the heat from the sun, the angle is much higher now in March versus February or January. That literally will just eat snow as it accumulates. It'll just come down, hit the ground, and melt. Right? White rain. You've probably heard me talking about it. White rain. It's just where, yeah, it's snowing until it hits the ground and melts. So it might as well be raining. And in Philadelphia, Baltimore, New York City, and the major cities, this is going to be a major problem. And then couple that with marginal temperatures slightly above freezing, already melting the snow that's falling, coupled with a warm ground, a ground that is not frozen, a ground that is every day going above freezing, right? So these are major issues. So there's going to be a big difference between what actually falls and what actually sticks and accumulates. If this were January, we'd be looking at 12 to 20 inches of snow easy. But this is March, and we might only get 3 to 6 inches. And most of that on the grass and on your car, and very little on the concrete. So these are the complications that I'm sort of thinking about even as I make snowfall projections. Right now I'm saying 3 to 6 inches for the city of Philadelphia. But remember, you're probably going to end up shoveling a lot less shoveling less than that, potentially, than what you're cleaning off your car. And it also depends on the timing. So when it snows at night, everything I just said is off the table. It's going to stick. And so the more snow we get at night, the more snow we'll get to accumulate. So timing is very important. Keep going here quickly. The snow continues throughout the day on Tuesday, might have difficulty accumulating, and then we need to watch Tuesday night into Wednesday. Watch how the first wave sort of goes off, and I'm going to just speed this up, but then new snow pushes back. Now this is overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. Believe it or not, the snow doesn't end until Wednesday afternoon. So now this is a long duration event. And if the second thump, the Tuesday night into Wednesday morning thump, is more severe, that snow will accumulate and someone could end up with a foot of snow. All right, so that's what we need to watch for. So we have a first thump. How big is that? How bad is that? Tuesday morning. If it comes in, lays 5 or 6 inches, oh boy, this is going to be great. And then we could get another 5 to 8 inches Tuesday night into Wednesday. So we got to watch it. That's the potential with this storm, but it's going to be tough to accumulate. I'm going to jump real quick just to let you know where we're looking at the snow. Washington, D.C. suburbs north of the of the city into Baltimore, over to Vineland, interior South New Jersey, and north, all the way up to I-78. This sort of corridor right here. This is the bullseye of the storm. I'm going to watch for shifts in that, but that's where we're at right now. All right, folks, stay tuned. Talk to you soon.